I'm here on behalf of my son, Dominic Rogers, who was bullied by Clarice's son. Stay in the hospital overnight also caused him to have a concussion. My son is a happy-go-lucky person. He never has been in a fight before in his life. He's what you consider to be a nerd. He never treats anyone any other way other than how he would want to be treated. In October 2016, my son was assaulted in the lunchroom. He was bullied. He was hit by Clarice's son.
Was there an argument?
No, sir.
Yes.
No one said anything to anyone. Her son just walked up to your son and struck him?
Yes. The lunch attendant, as well as the security officer in there, walked over and said, the two of you, I don't want any playing in here. So my son proceeded on to class. Upon my son going to class, there was a substitute teacher. Her son, again, carried on the same behavior. The substitute teacher called the principal. The principal asked her son to step outside. Her son did not listen to the principal. Upon class continuing on, after class, her son snuck my son in the hallway, hit him, caused him to fall down, hit his head, knocked out his tooth, and left him
No argument
discombobulated.
again?
Excuse me?
No argument again?
In the classroom, he was upset with my son for hitting him back. There was the argument.
Okay. Why are you laughing? Was the child hospitalized overnight?
I don't know. When I got the phone call...
Oh, you don't know. Do you have any evidence that he was hospitalized?
This ambulance...
Did you tell her?
Oh, I tried to.
You told her?
She did
Or did
call
the
me
school
and
tell
nothing.
her that
Yes.
the child was
Yes.
hospitalized?
Her son was suspended. Mine wasn't. Yes.
Ain't nobody tell me this Dominic was hospitalized.
No one told you he was
Nobody
injured?
ever told me.
This is the first
Nope.
time? Don't interrupt me. Like you over there laughing while she's describing her son got a concussion, left school for 7 days, hospitalized.
And there's the ruling. The judge finds in favor of the plaintiff. But notice what shaped the decision. The defendant's own son was suspended, while the plaintiff's side of the story went largely unanswered during mediation. Now the audience has to ask, was this truly self-defense, or did missing one side of the school's process make the difference?
Overnight. And while she's telling me this, you're laughing. And now that I want to ask about it, you want to interrupt me. Once again, did you ever hear that her son had a concussion?
Like, when I got the police report back in, what was it, February?
In
Yes,
February.
in
Yet
February.
you come in here laughing at your son, giving him a concussion. It's funny to you. Go ahead, man, finish.
This right here says that he had to go to the hospital. This is the bill. I brought his evidence. This is the police report.
And that's all you're suing for is the bill?
Yes, not the court fees, not the hospital stay, none of that. Just what would be on my credit.
Hear from you.
Okay, Your Honor. To set the record straight, I wasn't laughing that her son was hurt in this whole situation. It's funny that she keeps saying it was no altercation, which it was. These boys has been friends since the 4th grade. Off and on friends since the 4th grade.
She said it was an altercation. She said your son busted him upside the head.
Which is not the truth.
Busted him and gave him a concussion and had him hospitalized. What do you mean no altercation? Huh? You weren't listening. You were too busy laughing.
No.
That is altercation. I got news for you.
The altercation from 4th grade, they was on and off again friends, and it was an altercation at this time of the incident. I'm not sitting here trying to say my son is perfect. Boys make mistakes. Everybody make mistakes. Everybody go through things. On this day in question, the kids were sitting in the lunchroom, Dominic, my son, and a few other kids. And they was playing this game called Neck. I don't condone hitting, period.
Neck.
Yes, it's a game that the boys play where they hit each other on the neck and think it's funny. I don't condone it at all. I never have. So after that...
This is where the courtroom tension really spikes. The judge is clearly focused on the seriousness of the alleged injury, but she also wants evidence, not just accusations. With a hospital stay, a concussion, and missed school being claimed, the big question is, who does the evidence actually support?
They was walking out the lunchroom. Dominic called my son out his name, talked about my son because he don't have the latest gear. I buy what I can afford.
Mm-hmm.
And he also called me a few things that my son won't tell me
Mm-hmm.
so he can spare my feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Her son is not no angel. And I did call Miss McDonald, and tried to mend this. I called her, and the attitude I got back from her was just awful. Well, I'll just see you in court. I called her so we could try to
What'd you
hash
say to
this
her?
out. I called her. I said, hello, Miss McDonald. This is Clarice. I apologize about what happened to your son. Let me start there. She said, ain't no way we about to work this out. I just see you in court.
Okay.
But before
She didn't
I
ask
called
you
her-
about the ambulance bill? She didn't mention
No.
it? You didn't mention it when
No.
she called you?
That was the whole reason she called. Why would you call me if it wasn't about a bill, sweetheart?
Yeah, it didn't
Because
make sense
I
to me
think-
either.
I
I believe the
also-
woman,
Paper-
instead of suing you, she would have at some point, say to you, I got a $520 bill. Let's talk about that. You telling me the woman never mentioned it. Got it.
No.
So finish telling your story about what
Okay.
occurred with the fight.
Okay, so after Dominier said whatever he said to my son, they walked back to class, and Dominier proceeded to hit my son in the head with some books. My son then defended himself. He hit Dominier after Dominier hit him. Dominier tried to hit him, and my son moved and hit Dominier again.
Stand up, young man. Stand up, young man. And you
And
tell me he attacks him.
You can have a seat.
Stop attacking him.
I got,
So, what is the result of all of this with the school?
well, my son received,
Anybody suspended?
This moment says a lot. The judge is cutting through the back and forth and demanding a clear account of what actually happened. One boy says it was self-defense, while the other side says the attack was unprovoked. With both stories clashing, the judge has to decide which version is supported by the evidence.
my son, 5 days.
Was your son suspended?
No. And may I add to that, Tiffany,
Yes.
please? My son was not sitting with your son. My son does not play hand contact.
Ma'am, you don't know what your son does, and you don't know
that
what
right?
your son does. All I do know, it does not sound reasonable that he was hospitalized, had to go by ambulance when your son was not harmed physically. Also, I don't think this young man is that brave to attack your son looking at their sizes. Thirdly, you admit that your son was suspended for 5 days. Did you discuss with your principal why your son was suspended? Did you give him
I
the
did.
story you gave me? And what did they say?
Well, when I got there, we were supposed to have mediation. Miss McDonald didn't show. She didn't call. I missed work. So they rescheduled the mediation. And again, she didn't call, didn't show. So it wasn't too much that we could have did.
Oh, yes, it is.
discussing
When you don't
her.
show up for mediation, they dismiss the person's claim who was not there. Your son wouldn't have been suspended because they wouldn't have had the other side of the story. Have a good day. Judgment for the plaintiff.
Thank you.
My son is not perfect, and your son is not no angel. I just want you to see that boys going to be boys. And as mothers, we need to band together so they can keep, it's already enough going on.
I'm not going to say that my son is an angel, but one thing I will say is he would never try to harm someone.
Your son hit my son, and he's fell into tears.